So the PLAG has this on yesterday or on Friday, I guess, has this big pop, and Tyler, the moderator here in Turbo Trading, alerts the stock in around here. I think it was in the 380. Let's just say it was, yeah. So let's did pop 380, but let's say we get in here in this breakout here at 471, 475, breaks out, away we go. Pops up, halted, pulls back, but continues to run up. And if you had taken this trade on at 480 area, you would have been a seller as it all the way up in here. You would have kept some, and I know some of the traders had a few left when it did get up here and got halted. You may have looked at taking it, adding or taking a position, when it broke through this level here, 570. But as it was moving up, I was saying, this is getting very dangerous. This has come from 250, and then when it got up to 11, we're sellers. We're not buyers in here, so there shouldn't be anybody hurting from being halted in this stock. Because if you had picked it up here at the 475, or even here at 578, 580, $6. You would have been selling all the way up and taking your profits. And so at the end of the day, you're up here and you still got a quarter of your position left, let's say. And it gets halted. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They've got news out. But, these are things that you have to expect when a stock takes this kind of run. You have to expect that these are going to be halted or suspended. There's a reason why they go like this. And there's no news out, so even more so you have to be very, very careful, because the SEC is going to, or the regulator is going to go, hang on, dude, this thing's gone from 250 to 11, and you haven't put any news out. Like, what's going on? There's something's happening, and so, or not, or it's just a pump, and they don't want it to be a pump. So you should be expecting that something like this happens. We don't know where it's going to happen, and so you're selling all the way up, but you stay in the channel, and yeah, you get caught, but you've only got a quarter of your position left, a little bit left, or 10%, or maybe even half. It doesn't matter. You've taken profits all the way up now. So whatever's left over, when it comes off like this, got halted, it's coming back. You wouldn't want to sell. If you had your position, you're not going to blast it out, because what they did was $10 million, 2 million shares at 2.3 million shares on that at 4.25 to raise 10 million. Well, it's putting 10 million in the bank. Now there's a ton of bag holders. There's no doubt, and brokers, people that bought this on a 6-to-1 leverage in their account. And can't hold it overnight because they're only allowed to hold 2-to-1 overnight. So as soon as it opens, the brokers blow it out, and you get this huge sell-off down into the 3. But now it's bouncing back, and they're doing the financing at 4.25. So now it's 560. This is so this is a reasonable recovery. And if you still held stock, you're long at 475 or even at 6. You took a bunch of profits, so maybe you got scared and you sold it out, and which is a reasonable position to be, on any of these bounces, because you don't want to sell into this spike down. I mean, it's going to bounce. You get a dead cat bounce, and there is no real cats hurt in the making of this video. So you get this dead cat bounce. Sure enough, I mean, it could roll back over to 4.25 area. But you get out at least, break even, or maybe a small loss, small profit, whatever the case may be. But you took advantage of it all the way up here. So this ends up not being a bad trade for traders in the turbo trading room, because, we say, go along here, sell all the way up. Okay, yeah, get halted. And boom, it opens. Now it's bounced, and you're out, flat on the balance. So, you still make a pretty good profit on this trade, even though there was the bad news. Well, it's not bad news. It just halted and came out. So that's my thoughts on PLAG.